Sesh, Besh. Sesh, Besh, Sesh, Besh. Sesh, Besh is a very popular Turkish game that is very similar to backgammon. The objectives of the game is to move all of your checkers around the board to your own home table, and then bear them off. The first player to bear off all of his checkers wins. Some basic rules of Sesh Besh. At the start, each player rolls one die. The player who rolls the highest number goes first. A player may not move his first two checkers until all of his other checkers have entered the board. Some movements of the checkers. A checker may be moved only to an open point, one that is not occupied by two or more opening checkers. Doubles are played twice. For example, a roll of 6 and 6 means the player has 4 sixes to use. You must use both numbers of a roll if possible, or all 4 numbers in the case of doubles. The bearing of checkers. Once you have moved all your 15 checkers into your home board, you may begin bearing off. You bear off rolling a number that corresponds to the point on which the checker resides, and then removing that checker from the board. The first player to bear off all 15 checkers wins the game. Here you can find each individual trial every member made. Every member made 25 trials. If the sum of the roll was 8 or higher, it was named a success. If it was less than 8, it was a failure. We analyzed that 34 out of 100 trials that we made were successful, and 66 out of 100 rolls were not successful. Some skills required to play this game are patience, since you have to be very patient for your turn. You have to plan ahead to know what your opponent's thinking. You have to use a logical thinking to know where to move your checkers, and you have to be quick on where to move your checkers and to make your move to eat your opponent's checkers. This game relates to the habit of mind of striving for accuracy, since it connects with the game when it comes to moving the checkers to the other side and finding a blot in the same place where you want to move the checker. This can be mistaken many times and produce an error in the game, so being precise when it comes to the placement of the blots in the bars, there should be no mistake. This also relates to the habit of mind of finding humor. It can occur in connecting the game in many ways, especially when you move a checker without analyzing the rest and waste the rest of your turn. It can be very funny for your opponent, and it can take advantage to win when the odds are not in his favor. Also relates to the habit of mind of remaining open to continuous learning, since you can occur and connect with the game in a simple way. If you lose a game because you forgot to move a checker correctly, you will learn from your mistake by the next time. Move your checker in the correct way.